In today's video, we are looking at the brand new DJI Action 4, seeing what's new on this action camera and how it compares to the competition. Let's get into it. So every year, always around about this time of the year, people are picking up action cameras to take with them on their trips, their holidays. You don't want to take your big camera or your phone and risk ruining that. This is why action cameras are perfect. And look, it's 2023. All of these action cameras are fantastic. None of these are bad. And if anyone says it, they're lying. But each one of these action cameras, and even the other action cameras out there, they all have their own pros or cons. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about the brand new DJI Action 4 and how this has got even better from the DJI Action 3 we saw last year. Now, just from actually looking at these two action cameras, you'd actually be forgiven to think which one is which. It's hard to tell the difference. So if you can actually tell which one of these is the DJI Action 3 and which one of these is the DJI Action 4, then you've got fantastic eyesight. This is the DJI Action 4. So what's different on here? Well, the first thing is, and the main thing people want an action camera for, is the camera. How good is that quality going to be? How is this better than the Action 3? This now comes with a new larger sensor. So it has an f2.8 aperture and also a 1/1.3 inch sensor. So it's better and bigger than the DJI Action 3. It shoots in 4K 120, but the larger sensor is the main thing here. So it's going to actually deliver better quality video. It's going to have more dynamic range, better quality in the highlights and shadows, and also because it's a larger sensor, it's going to be better in low light as well. And this is an area where action cameras tend to suffer. Low light performance at night time, it tends to be really grainy and not brilliant. So a large sensor on here is going to be better. So I'm going to put a few shots on the screen now and you can see the video quality for yourself in daytime and also low light video. And I'll also put a few comparisons with the GoPro Hero 11 and see actually which one you think is best. But having a larger sensor on here is a definite improvement over the DJI Action 3.
I've been contemplating all my time. My thoughts make me tired, just running through my mind. Wonder if there's peace that I could find instead of always being on the grind. I need a new purpose. I'm looking for so much more. Don't leave me here searching. You're just what I'm longing for. When times are getting crazy and everything seems hazy, is there some place for safety I can go? Run away, run away, run away into your escape. Run away, run away, run away, you're never too far to run. Run away, run away, run away into your escape. Run away, run away, run away. Run away, run away, run away. It gets so loud that I can barely hear.
Rock steady on here. The stabilization is really good. It's got even better than it had last year. With this selfie stick, you just literally extend it. I had it like that. I was just running as fast as possible, trying to keep up with it. That's literally all I was doing. So the stabilization is phenomenal. It also has 10-bit color in D-Log-M. So D-Log is a flat color profile, just like we see on the DJI drones. It's going to protect those highlights and the shadows, give you the very best in terms of quality. You just color grade this or use one of the LUTs and it's going to look fantastic. So I was actually using D-Log-M the most. I was switching between normal or D-Log-M. Now you can just simply use the normal color profile as well. This looks great, but the 10-bit color is going to be fantastic if you're experienced with color grading. And you can actually fine tune some of these settings as well now. So you can actually change the sharpness levels. You can have low, medium, high, and you can also go into the noise reduction tab as well and change that from high, medium, and low. So you can adjust this to your desired taste. And what's also new, we saw the DJI Rod released last year. This comes with the action camera. You just magnetically attach this to the bottom of your camera really quick, but now it gets even better. So you just extend this. You can have it shooting horizontal or vertical, but now they've finally figured out a way of making this stick invisible so you don't see it within your end footage. So all you do once you finish filming is you actually get those clips, put them into the DJI Mimo app. It will do some cloud processing and then it will actually remove this selfie stick from that video footage. Finally, this looks fantastic. You can see some of these clips here now as examples, and I think it looks really good. So that's a feature that we wanted on the previous version, we now have on the DJI Action 4. Now both these action cameras are obviously waterproof, but you can take the DJI Action 4 now even deeper. You can take this down to 18 meters without a case. So this is something you'll never see me showing any examples of. It's something I'm never going to do. But for any divers out there, this is going to be a good advantage. The GoPro Hero 11, you can go 11 meters. So quite a bit of a difference there. It's also going to be fantastic for any FPV pilots as well, attaching this action camera to your FPV drone, because this now captures the gyro data. So you can actually turn all the stabilization off on this action camera, and then you can load that gyro data into GyroFlow, which is a free program, and then you're going to get even better stabilization. So I think this is going to be really good for FPV pilots. Because you've got that larger sensor, the quality is going to be better now. It weighs 145 grams, so it's light. It's going to be great. I think battery life is also decent as well on the DJI Action 4 and better than the GoPro Hero 11. So it comes with these extreme batteries. So it's going to give you up to 160 minutes of battery life, and they also charge up to 80% in just 18 minutes. So battery life is decent on here. But one of the perks of the Adventure Combo, you're going to get this charging case as well. So within here, you're going to get 2 extra batteries. It's a USB-C charging case, and you can put all 3 of these batteries in here. And again, it's going to give you 80% charge of all 3 of these batteries in just 56 minutes. So battery life is also great. But I also find they're really good at retaining battery as well. One of the frustrations I have with the GoPro is that this will actually drain battery so fast. You'll come to use it, you'll pick it up in like a day or a couple of days, and actually that battery has drained so much, you have to charge it before you can actually go out and use it. Whereas these retain that hold a lot better. So you can come and use this in a couple of days and you'll still find you have pretty much full battery. It's really good. I'm so glad we still have the magnet system on the bottom of here. For me, it's one of the best features on the action cameras. It makes my life switching between different mounts so much quicker than using the traditional system that GoPro has, and it still just hasn't changed. So for instance, you could have this just mounted onto a tabletop mount like this. And if I want to go and actually use this selfie stick, I can just unclip it, because it's got 2 clips on the bottom, so it's super secure. That is not coming off at all. You have to actually press both of these pins in, and then it will then detach. So I can do that, and then I can just get my selfie stick, and that is it. It's now attached. I can take it off, and I could then mount that to something else, to say a chest mount, and then I can maybe then put it back onto here, take the sticky pad off and stick that onto something like my car, facing it down. I could take it back off, and I can then put it back onto my selfie stick. You know, it's so fast. Whereas on the GoPro, what you want to do, if you have to switch anything, it uses the locking system on the bottom of it, and this just takes so much longer. So if I actually want to swap now from using the selfie stick onto a chest mount, I have to unscrew the actual screw system. I have to take that off without dropping it, and then I have to then put that back into position on the chest mount, and then I have to then screw that back in. It takes so much longer. So if you're switching between different mounts, this is going to be a lot faster. So I said at the start of the video, all these action cameras are great, and they are. All 3 are really good. But it's good to see that the Action 4 has had even more improvements now, especially with that larger sensor. It's going to make your video quality a lot better. You've got 10-bit D-Log. You can actually use a magnetic mount system to switch between loads of different mounts really easily. You've also got horizon steady, so you can actually rotate the actual action camera and it'll keep that horizon locked. The 4K 120, the stabilization is really good. Battery life's really good. It's a fantastic action camera. You want to take this in the water, you can take this even deeper now. But the main advantage is that larger sensor, going to give you better quality daylight and nighttime video. So if you already have a DJI Action 3, should you upgrade to the DJI Action 4? Well, I personally don't think there's going to be a significant difference to actually warrant that upgrade. If you do have like an Action 1 or an Action 2, then sure, this is going to be a massive upgrade for you. But I also think if you have a GoPro and you're frustrated with like the software or certain aspects of that GoPro that just haven't been fixed over this last few years, then it's going to be such a difference upgrading or changing to the Action series, especially DJI Action 4 now with that larger sensor. But the magnetic mount system is just a game changer on this action camera. I'll put some prices on the screen now, the DJI Action 4. It's going to come in 2 different versions. You can either just get the action camera on its own, or you can get this Adventure Combo, is what I've been using. This is what I would say I would recommend to go out and get, just so you don't have to then go out and buy any further accessories. So you're going to get the charging case I spoke about, you're going to get the 2 extra batteries, you're going to get the selfie stick, you're going to get some extra mounts. That would be the one I would recommend. So let me know in the comments down below what you think about the DJI Action 4. If you want to go out and buy this, I'm going to link it all at the top of the description so you can check that out. Thanks so much for watching. Just hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.